Hi, Assalamualaikum to Medium Zahidah. We are excited to present our topic on financial ratios for company Third Glove Corporation Berhad and Hartalega Holdings Berhad, which are crucial for assessing a company's financial health. Our team will cover four key areas, which is liquidity, activity ratios, profitability, and leverage. So let me introduce our team members. First, we have Anis, who will discuss activity ratios. Next, we have Shahira, who will cover profitability ratios. Moving on, we have Sakina, who will be discussing leverage ratios. And lastly, I am Farina, and I will be discussing liquidity ratios. Together, we will provide a comprehensive overview of these financial ratio and their significance in analyzing a company performance. So let's get started.
Okay, now I'm going to explain about the company background. First, we will go through with Top Glove, which was founded in 1991 in Malaysia and has become the world's largest glove manufacturer. They started with a small operation and now span across Malaysia, Thailand, and Vietnam with marketing offices in USA, Germany, Brazil, and China. The company exports to over 2,000 customers in 195 countries. Their mission is to ensure safe human protection globally. Meanwhile, their vision is to be a world-class partner in glove and health products. Their main activities in this industry are manufacturing glove, sustainability, global distribution, customer services, and research and development, or we can call it as R&D. Okay, next for Hatta Lega's company background, which is founded in 1988 with a single production line, has grown into the world's leading nitrile gloves manufacturer, capable of producing billions of gloves every year. Today, their gloves reach over 70 countries across 5 continents, including the Americas, Asia, Europe, Australia, and Africa. Their mission is to touch life and create positive impact through innovative healthcare products. For Vision, they want to be a trusted global healthcare products provider. Let me see their core activities in this industry: manufacturing glove, sustainability initiative, distribution and export, customer service, and R&D.
Let me start by explaining the liquidity ratios for Hartalega Holdings Berhad and Top Glove Corporation Berhad. Liquidity ratios are critical in evaluating a company's ability to meet short-term financial obligations. We will discuss three key ratios. First is net working capital, second is current ratio, and the third one is quick ratio. For net working capital, it measures the company's liquid assets available after covering daily operation obligations or debts. From the chart, we can see that Hartalega has consistently maintained a much stronger position compared to Top Glove, with sufficient liquidity to meet short-term obligations. On the other hand, Third Glove is facing self-liquidity challenges, showing a worrying trend towards financial instability, especially in 2023. For the current ratio, it measures a company's ability to pay its short-term liabilities using liquid assets. Hartalega demonstrates exceptional ability to cover its liabilities, showcasing a strong financial cushion throughout the years. However, Third Glove is struggling to maintain its liquidity buffer, reflecting challenges in managing its short-term finance effectively. For quick ratio, it measures a company's ability to pay short-term obligations without relying on inventory or less liquid assets. Once again, Hartalega remains in highly secure liquidity position with sufficient capacity to handle short-term liabilities. In contrast, the glove worsening liquidity challenges are evident as its ability to make obligations using its most liquid asset has been significantly reduced over time. So in summary, Hartalega maintains solid liquidity position across all three ratios, whereas Top Glove show concerning trends that highlight potential instability in 2023. This emphasizes the importance of robust liquidity management for a company's financial health. Now, let's look at the liquidity comparison between Hartalega Holdings Berhad and Top Glove Corporation Berhad for the year 2023. This slide focuses on three key liquidity metrics, which is quick ratio, current ratio, and net working capital. For quick ratio, in 2023, Hartalega's quick ratio stands at 6.101 times, significantly higher than Top Glove, which is 1.33 times. This indicates that Hartalega is in a much stronger position to meet its short-term liabilities using the most liquid assets, while Top Glove showing a more concentrated liquidity position. For current ratio, Hartalega maintains a robust current ratio of 6.67 times, indicating strong liquidity. In contrast, Top Glove current ratio is only 1.65 times, showing declining performance, showing that its current liabilities are growing faster than its assets, which could signal tightening liquidity. And the last one is for net working capital. Hartalega demonstrates strong liquidity with a net working capital of 2,006,272 ringgit. On the other hand, the below net working capital is much lower at 600,000 4,174 ringgit, reflecting significant liquidity challenges. In summary, Hartalega Holdings Berhad shows exceptional liquidity strength across all three metrics, although such high levels may also indicate overcapitalization or an inefficient asset utilization. Meanwhile, for Top Glove Corporation Berhad is facing significant liquidity pressures with tightening financial flexibility in 2023. For improvement, Top Glove should focus on optimizing asset utilization, such as better inventory management and faster receivable collection. Additionally, the company needs to reduce operational costs, restructure its debt to lower financial strain, and scale operation to align with current market demand. These measures can help stabilize its liquidity position. For Hartalega, they should invest excess excess resources in high return projects and work on shortening its receivable collection period to improve cash flow. Balancing liquidity with operational efficiency and growth will ensure continued financial stability. Thank you.
Now, let's see their trend analysis for activity ratios for the years of 2021, 2022, and 2023. The first one is account receivable turnover, which is to measure the company ability to collect debts or credit sales from the customers. As you can see, Top Glove collects payments from customers faster than Hartalega, which is why it has a higher turnover, while Hartalega takes longer to collect payments, as shown by its lower turnover. Next, the average collection period is to measure the average days taken by the company to collect credit sales. As we see based on the graph, Top Glove takes less time to collect payments each year, showing it gets its credit sales paid back faster. For Hartalega, it takes longer to collect payments, meaning it is less efficient at managing credit. The third one is the average payment period, which used to measure the average days taken by the company to pay credit purchase to suppliers. In 2021, Hartalega took much longer to pay its supplier, meaning it took more time to settle bills, while Top Glove kept its payment period shorter and more stable, showing it paid suppliers more quickly. Next is inventory turnover, which is to measure how effective the firm uses inventory to generate sales. Based on the graph, Top Glove takes longer to sell its inventory, while Hartalega is quicker and more efficient at turning inventory into sales. Now, let's go through with fixed asset turnover, which is to measure the firm's efficiency in using its plant and machinery to generate goods or products for sales. As we can see, based on the data, Top Glove efficiency has decreased over the years, while Hartalega has used its fixed asset more effectively to generate sales, especially in 2022 and 2023. The last one for trend analysis in activity ratios is total asset turnover, which is used as a measure of the firm ability to manage all of its resources invested to generate sales. In 2021, Top Glove made more sales of every dollar of asset it had, while Hartalega improved and did better than Top Glove in using its asset efficiently in 2022 and 2023. Next slide, we move to comparative analysis for activity ratios for the year of 2023. For account receivable turnover, Top Glove collects money from its customer faster than Hartalega, with a turnover of 12.36 times compared to 7.45 times. This is good for managing their cash flow. Second, for average collection period, Top Glove takes only 29.13 days to collect payments, while Hartalega takes 48.33 days. Since the shorter collection time is better, Top Glove has a more efficient average collection period. Third is the average payment period, which is Hartalega pays its suppliers in 46.30 days, slightly faster than Top Gloves, which takes 49.76 days. This shows that Hartalega is quicker in managing its average payment period. Next, we move to inventory turnover, which is Hartalega sells its inventories faster, with a turnover of 8.99 times compared to Top Glove has 7.37 times. This means Hartalega manages its inventory more efficiently than Top Glove. Then we go to fixed asset turnover, which is Hartalega has a better fixed assets turnover to generate revenue with a turnover of 1.24 times compared to Top Glove has 0.58 times. Last one is total asset turnover. As we can see, Hartalega uses its assets more effectively to generate sales with a total asset turnover of 0.45 times compared to Top Glove has 0.32 times.
Now, I will presenting the performance trends of both companies, Top Glove and Hartalega, over a 3-year period, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Firstly, gross profit margin. Gross profit margin indicates the profitability of a company after deducting the cost of goods sold. Both companies recorded a sharp decline in gross profit margin over the years. Hartalega dropped from 61.13 times in 2021 to 13.23 times in 2023. Top Glove fell from 67.86 in 2021 to 2.85 times in 2023. Secondly, operating profit margin. This metric measures profitability after operating expenses. Hartalega consistently outperformed Top Glove but showed a steep drop from 60.45 in 2021 to 8.58 in 2023. Top Glove saw a severe downturn, going from 60.45 times in 2021 to negative 23.38 times in 2023, indicating operational inefficiencies. Next, the operating ratio reflects the efficiency of a company in managing expenses relative to revenue. Harta improved its ratio slightly in 2023, 24.38 times compared to 4.94 in 2021. Top Glove saw a worsening trend with its ratio increasing from 7.41 in 2021 to 26.68 in 2023. Next, the net profit margin measures the overall profitability after all expenses, taxes, and interest. Harta saw a drastic decline from 43.32 times in 2021 to 991 times in 2023. Interestingly, Top Glove showed improvement in 2023, 39.23, despite a decline between 2021 and 2022. Next, ROA reflects how efficiently a company uses its asset to generate profits. Harta return on asset fell significantly from 42.30 times in 2021 to 4.5 times in 2023. Top Glove also dropped from 79.98 in 2021 to 12.54 in 2023, but maintained a higher ROA in the latest year. Lastly, ROE measures profitability relative to shareholders' equity. Harta ROE fell sharply from 58.09 in 2021 to 5.30 times in 2023. Top Glove saw a drastic reduction from 136 times in 2021 to 14.94 times in 2023. Next, I'll present a comparative analysis of the profitability metrics for Top Glove and Harta for the year 2023. First, let's look at the gross profit margin. Top Glove has a very low gross profit margin of 2.85% compared to Harta 13.23%. This indicates that Harta is more efficient at managing its production costs relative to sales revenue. Moving on to the operating profit margin. Top Glove is facing significant challenge with a negative margin of negative 23.38, while Harta has a healthy margin of 8.58. This difference highlights that Top Glove is struggling with high operating costs, possibly due to inefficiency of high overhead expenses. Next is the operating ratio. Top Glove has an operating ratio of 26.88, slightly worse than Harta 24.38. Since lower ratios indicate better efficiency, both companies can benefit from further cost control measures. Harta however, maintains a stronger position in this regard. The net profit margin is another critical indicator. Top Glove is currently facing significant losses with a negative margin of 39.23, whereas Harta remains profitable at 9.81. This reflects the need for Top Glove to address its pricing strategy, reduce expenses, and improve its revenue stream to achieve profitability. When it comes to return on asset, Top Glove performs better at 12.54%, while Harta is at 4.5%. This indicates that Top Glove is utilizing its assets more effectively to generate returns. Harta on the other hand, may need to reassess how its assets are deployed to boost efficiency. Lastly, the return on equity. Top Glove shows a strong 14.94, outperformed Harta at 5.13. This metric indicates that Top Glove is generating relatively higher return for its shareholders despite its current challenges.
Today, I will analyze and compare the leverage ratio of two leading glove manufacturers, Top Glove Corporation Berhad and Harta Holding Berhad, over the period from 2021 to 2023. The goal is to assess their financial risk, findings, truth, and overall stability during these 3 years. Top Glove Corporation Berhad and Harta Holding Berhad from 2021 to 2023. We will focus on three key leverage ratio, which is debt to equity ratio. This shows the proportion of debt used compared to shareholder equity. Next is interest coverage ratio. This indicates how well the companies can meet their interest obligation. Next, debt ratio. This reflects the percentage of assets financed by debt. This ratio helps us understand the company's financial leverage and risk exposure. In 2021, for Top Glove, it's called pandemic booms, which means Top Glove experienced a surge in demand for the glove due to the COVID-19 pandemic. To capitalize on the growth, the company expanded rapidly, leading to an increase in debt and a higher leverage ratio. They got higher leverage was used to fund factory expansion and increase production capacity. While for Hartalega Holding Sdn Bhd, in 2021, steady growth. Hartalega also benefited from increased demand for growth in 2021, but its approach to debt was more conservative compared to Topgolf. The company had a lower leverage ratio due to prudent financial management and more controlled investment. Topgolf in 2023 until 2023. Glove in 2022 until 2023 declined in demand as global demand for gloves normalized post-pandemic. Glove revenue declines. However, the company still maintained a relatively high leverage ratio due to its significant debt accumulated during the expansion phase. For Hartalega Holding Berhad 2022 until 2023, resilient admits market change as demand for gloves dropped in 2022 and 2023. Hartalega maintained a lower and more stable leverage ratio. The company's conservative borrowing practice allowed it to navigate the market downturn more effectively with less financial pressure. Other than that, for leverage ratio comparison, Topgolf more aggressive expansion strategy led to higher debt and a greater reliance on leverage, while Hartalega focused on a more conservative approach, maintaining lower debt level and a more stable leverage ratio. Last but not least, for conclusion, Topgolf higher leverage ratio in 2021 and 2023 reflect its aggressive growth strategy, which led to increased financial risks, especially as demand for gloves when it was pandemic. Hartalega more conservative approach result in a lower leverage ratio, positioning the company more effectively to weather the market fluctuations with less financial strain. Next, comparative analysis leverage ratio 2023. Debt ratio and debt equity ratio for Topgolf show consistent improvement in reducing liabilities by its large operational scale when it still carries significant financial obligations. Hartalega demonstrates better debt management by achieving lower debt ratio and reducing its debt to equity ratio more significantly by 2023. Next, for interest coverage, DIE. For Topgolf, DIE dropped sharply in 2022 and turned negative in 2023, reflecting heavy losses and inability to cover interest expenses. For Hartalega, managed to maintain a higher DIE in 2022, demonstrating better financial stability. However, like Topgolf, it faced negative DIE in 2023 due to operating losses. Strategy responses. Topgolf focused on scaling back operation, managing costs, and preserving cash. However, its large exposure to fluctuating ASPs and global competition limit its ability to stabilize financial performance. Hartalega adopt a more conservative approach focusing on efficiency and cost management. Its emphasis on maintaining margins and lowering debt positioned it better during the downturn. I would like to share a little bit about the way to improve financial position. The way for improve financial position for Topgolf, they need to prioritize cost efficiency and operational optimization to improve profitability. Second, improve liquidity by strengthening cash flow management. Leverage asset better to enhance turnover and profitability ratios. For Hartalega Holding Berhad, the way to improve their company, they need to balance liquidity with growth by investing excess resource in high return projects, and they need to focus on maintaining profitability while improve asset utilization. Other than that, the significance of financial position are first, performance evaluation. Ratio helps measure the company's profitability, operational efficiency, liquidity, and leverage. They highlight strengths such as high profitability or asset utilization and weaknesses such as poor liquidity or excessive debt. Second, discussion-making tool ratio provide actionable insight for manager, investor, and creditors. They guide discussion like investing in a company, extending credit, or optimizing internal process. Third, comparability ratio enable comparison between companies with the same industry, benchmarking performance against peers. They also track a company's performance over time to identify trends and patterns. Last but not least, strategy planning, which to identify areas that need attention guiding management in setting goals and strategy for improvement.
In conclusion, Hartalega demonstrates stronger liquidity and better profitability despite the market challenge. However, its overly high liquidity may indicate inefficiency. To maintain its position, Hartalega should focus on boosting operational effectiveness, cutting costs, innovating, and improving receivables collection. Topgolf, on the other hand, faced significant financial strain with lower liquidity, higher losses, and inefficiency in inventory and asset utilization. Its aggressive expansion during the pandemic decreased its debt. That's all from us. Thank you for your time and attention.